What's up everybody, welcome to another honest review video. Today we have this OnePlus 10 Pro. We are gonna do a detailed review of this smartphone. But before we start the video, one moment for the sponsor of this video. Personally, I like Pitaka protective case. It doesn't matter whether I'm using iPhone 13 Pro, iPhone 13 Pro Max, iPhone 12 or iPhone 13, I will definitely use Pitaka protective cases. If you're looking for a premium quality protective case, I think you should definitely check Pitaka. Well, without wasting any more time, let's start our unboxing and detailed review video of OnePlus 10 Pro. This is our OnePlus 10 Pro. Well, this is a premium flagship smartphone. In hand it feels premium, but the rear panel is so much different than any other smartphones. This anti-glare matte finish is not like aesthetic, you will feel it, and this is nightmare for fingerprints and smudges. I'm very happy cause I hate smudges and fingerprints. Side by side with iQOO 9 Pro, I must say. iQOO 9 Pro gives much more premium feelings. It has that posh and elite vibe, while OnePlus 10 Pro feels like an ordinary flagship. I think this OnePlus 10 Pro is lighter than iQOO 9 Pro. Let us check. Okay, iQOO 9 Pro is 207.9 grams and OnePlus 10 Pro is 201.7 grams. The difference is not very huge, but in real life OnePlus 10 Pro feels so very light. I know we all have our personal preferences, and depending on personal preference, you may like any of these. But I would go with iQOO 9 Pro if it's only about design and outlook. OnePlus 10 Pro is on the left side, and side by side both got a lot of similarities. At the bottom you will find speaker grill, USB-C port, primary microphone and dual SIM compact SIM tray on the same place on these two smartphones. On top, OnePlus 10 Pro and iQOO 9 Pro both got antenna bands and secondary microphone, but iQOO 9 Pro got that IR sensor which is absent on OnePlus 10 Pro. Power button and profile slider is on the right side of OnePlus 10 Pro and volume rockers are on the left side. Even if I'm intrigued to use this OnePlus 10 Pro without the protective case, if you wanna know, then here it is. It looks almost the same with the protective case, but in-hand feelings gets changed. It feels so cheap like any other Realme smartphone. OnePlus has also added Never Settle, their slogan at the back of the protective case. I think they have settled, they are no more a budget flagship. Anyway, they have also added their OnePlus logo in the center of the case. One more time, design-wise, there is nothing attractive and I am not impressed. I would rather prefer iQOO 9 Pro. Anyway, maybe I'm a sucker for vibrant colors, but what do you think? Which one of these two smartphones actually looks better? Please make a comment and let me know in the comment section. On the left, it's Honor Magic 3 Pro Plus. In the middle, it's the star of the show, OnePlus 10 Pro. And we also have Vivo iQOO 9 Pro on the right side. All of these smartphones comes with 12GB of RAM, so I think I didn't do any discrimination. If you don't know yet, then OnePlus 10 Pro and iQOO 9 Pro comes with Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 Flagship Plus SoC. Time to run Antutu benchmark. At the beginning, let me show you that there is no application running in the background. I did not insert any SIM card and all of these three smartphones are connected to the same Wi-Fi network. Temperature is pretty similar, it's around 35 degrees Celsius on all the smartphones. Let's run Antutu benchmark for the first time, let's see what happens. I have mentioned it many times in many of my other comparison or review videos that I really don't like Antutu benchmark. I prefer 3D Mark the Gamer's benchmark, but most of the viewers, subscribers, I know you like this Antutu benchmark, so let's do this. Wow! After the first run, both OnePlus 10 Pro and iQOO 9 Pro has got very good scores. OnePlus 10 Pro has managed to achieve 983,000. There is 11.6 degrees Celsius temperature hike on OnePlus 10 Pro. And iQOO 9 Pro has got more than a million. iQOO 9 Pro temperature was increased by 10.9 degrees Celsius. Surprisingly, more than 12 degrees Celsius temperature was increased on Honor Magic 3 Pro Plus, and it has even failed to score 800,000. Let's run Antutu benchmark one more time. Let's check whether there is any thermal throttling or not. After back-to-back running Antutu benchmark 2 times, all the smartphones got a hit on their score. OnePlus 10 Pro score is dropped to 844,000. Temperature has already reached to 45 degrees Celsius. And iQOO 9 Pro has scored 977,000. iQOO 9 Pro temperature is also very high. It went up to 45 degrees Celsius. One more time, Honor Magic 3 Pro Plus has surprised me. It isn't as hot as the other two. It's on 41 degrees Celsius, and still there is heavy thermal throttling. It has managed to score only 623,000. We will run Antutu benchmark one more time, and this time we will find out more about thermal throttling. If you are thinking that okay, OnePlus 10 Pro has worse thermal throttling than iQOO 9 Pro, then wait for the final run. As usual, this happened when I was doing review video of iQOO 9 Pro. iQOO crashed and failed to run Antutu benchmark back-to-back 3 times. It has failed again, and even if I have tried to force it, it has stopped showing high temperature warning. OnePlus 10 Pro continued and has managed to finish the benchmark and achieved 824,000 Antutu score, which is only 20,000 less than second run, and it is a very respectable score. Kudos to OnePlus for at least doing something great on this new flagship. I mean, cooling down period and thermal management on OnePlus 10 Pro is better than iQOO 9 Pro. OnePlus 10 Pro took 39 minutes to get charged from 1% to 100%. But even if it was showing 100% charged, it was getting charged for another 10 minutes, and then it was fully charged after 49 minutes. It takes only 4 minutes to get to 20%. And yeah, OnePlus 10 Pro was actually 50% charged within 15 minutes. For a 5000 mAh battery, this is fast enough. I have managed to squeeze up to 8 hours of screen on time, but depending on your display settings, it may vary. On 1440p resolution with 120Hz refresh rate, battery will get drained within 6.5 hours. If you are using performance mode rather than balanced mode, then screen on time will also decrease. Altogether, OnePlus 10 Pro has provided me 30 to 35 minutes of extra screen on time over iQOO 9 Pro with the same settings and with the same usage pattern. LTPO 2.0 6.7-inch AMOLED panel. It's slightly smaller than iQOO 9 Pro, but on paper it seems both the OnePlus 10 Pro and iQOO 9 Pro display specification is almost similar. As OnePlus 10 Pro has a smaller screen, it has more dense PPI. White is very bright, black is truly black, colors are vivid and vibrant. I will run the same 4K video in 1440p on both the iQOO 9 Pro and OnePlus 10 Pro. Check by yourself. If you are interested, then yes, natural tone display option, eye comfort, image sharpener, video color enhancer, bright HDR video mode, everything is available in the display settings of OnePlus 10 Pro. Time to check stereo speaker setup of OnePlus 10 Pro. I don't know why OnePlus and Vivo cannot do the same like Xiaomi, why they cannot put a dedicated secondary speaker on top for better stereo sound. I wish OnePlus, Oppo, Vivo, Realme, they will start doing the same like Xiaomi. They will put a dedicated secondary speaker on top. Anyway, we are going to listen to the same music on both the OnePlus 10 Pro and Vivo iQOO 9 Pro. Let's see which one performs better. OnePlus 10 Pro, like any other flagship smartphone, comes with in-display fingerprint sensor, and registering fingerprint on OnePlus 10 Pro, it's almost the same as any other flagship smartphones. But after using this Vivo iQOO 9 Pro for the last 1 week, I feel it's a bit different. It's a bit difficult on OnePlus 10 Pro, because on Vivo iQOO 9 Pro, what you have to do is to press your finger on the screen, on the display, and yeah, within a second, registered successfully. But on OnePlus 10 Pro, you have to do it in traditional method. But this fingerprint sensor works fine, it's smooth, and I didn't find any issues. OnePlus 10 Pro also comes with face unlock option. Adding face data or enrolling face is pretty easy. Your face will get registered within a second, and of course this face unlock option is pretty fast like any other flagship smartphones, and yeah, I didn't find any issues. Okay, OnePlus 10 Pro comes with Android 12 out of the box, and yes, one more time, I like to do this. Ooh, it makes me feel very happy. Anyway, as I've got this OnePlus 10 Pro in China, I live in China, this OnePlus 10 Pro actually comes with ColorOS, and there is no Oxygen OS in any OnePlus devices in China. But if you're interested to know, then yeah, there is Google Play Store available. You can use Google Play services. Google Mobile services are already included in this OnePlus 10 Pro. I actually kind of like this ColorOS 12.1. This one isn't as bad as its predecessors. I mean, maybe because I'm living in China and I'm using this Oppo Find N for almost a month now, and this one also comes with ColorOS 12. And what I believe is this ColorOS is more like Oxygen OS in China, because they have changed a lot of things in ColorOS that's available in China, and it became more like Oxygen OS. Well, it's time to talk about the camera setup. This OnePlus 10 Pro comes with almost the same camera setup of OnePlus 9 Pro. The main sensor is actually the same, Sony IMX789, but they have changed the ultra-wide sensor. I would say they have downgraded the ultra-wide sensor from Sony IMX766 50 megapixel sensor to Samsung ISOCELL JN1 50 megapixel sensor. And OnePlus has also got rid of that monochrome sensor. Finally, there is a 8 megapixel sensor for 3.3 times zoom, and OnePlus 9 Pro also had this one. I have done separate camera comparison videos. There is one camera comparison video I have already released, that is OnePlus 10 Pro versus Samsung Galaxy S21 FE. I will also release another camera comparison video on January 18th. That's gonna be OnePlus 10 Pro versus Xiaomi 12 Pro versus iQOO 9 Pro. Okay, it's time for 3D Mark the Gamer's benchmark. On the left, this is our OnePlus 10 Pro, and on the right, this is Vivo iQOO 9 Pro. Well, at the beginning, let me show you that there is nothing running at the background, and it's time to start 3D Mark the Gamer's benchmark. We will run Wildlife Extreme Stress Test. This one is actually nightmare for any smartphone. This will run the same test 20 times. There are 20 loops. I personally like this test. I personally prefer 3D Mark the Gamer's benchmark more than Antutu benchmark. Okay, finally this Wildlife Extreme Stress Test is finished. OnePlus 10 Pro has managed to get a better loop score. It has managed to get 2620, while iQOO 9 Pro got 2588. Lowest loop score on OnePlus 10 Pro is 1646, while Vivo iQOO 9 Pro has managed to get 1849. Vivo iQOO 9 Pro has better stability, that's 71.1%. On the other hand, OnePlus 10 Pro stability is way low, it's 62.8%. Well, let me show you over here. On the first loop, OnePlus 10 Pro got better. First loop 2620, then 2531, and then 2192. There is a big drop from second to third loop. But Vivo iQOO 9 Pro has actually gradually decreased its performance. I mean, in this test, it shows that Vivo iQOO 9 Pro has better thermal solution, better thermal performance. On the 10th loop, OnePlus 10 Pro has managed to score 1650, while Vivo iQOO 9 Pro got 2068. That's a very big difference. Frame rate is actually the same, it's from 8 frames per second to 19 frames per second. Vivo iQOO 9 Pro temperature got to 54 degrees Celsius from 27 degrees Celsius, while OnePlus 10 Pro temperature hiked to 47 degrees Celsius from 33 degrees Celsius. But battery performance of OnePlus 10 Pro is way better. It has used 10% battery to finish this test, while Vivo iQOO 9 Pro had to use 16% of battery to finish this test. So it depends on you. What do you prefer? Do you prefer stability, or do you prefer a sudden bump in performance? Do you prefer better battery life, or do you prefer better performance? Okay, finally, can we play games? Definitely we can play games. OnePlus 10 Pro comes with Snapdragon 8 Gen 1. So definitely we can play games. A lot of people told me, they have requested me that I should try to play Genshin Impact. I am not a gamer. I have to be true to my subscribers and regular viewers. If you ask me anything about camera or display, then of course I can answer you correctly. I have some knowledge about these, but gaming, well, I have tried to play Genshin Impact, and in hyperboost mode this OnePlus 10 Pro is really great. Actually, I have tried to play Genshin Impact side by side with OnePlus 10 Pro, iQOO 9 Pro, Xiaomi 12 Pro, Vivo X70 Pro Plus. So I would say performance of this OnePlus 10 Pro is one of the top 3. Vivo iQOO 9 Pro actually has better stability and performed better for longer period of time, and then it's OnePlus 10 Pro. And truly, Xiaomi 12 Pro performed even worse than Red Magic 6S Pro. I usually play racing games, simulation games like Football Manager, Real Racing 3. I didn't find any issues. Well, it's time for verdict. It's a very difficult, because OnePlus 10 Pro has its positives and also has its negatives, but depending on my preferences and the real life performance, I wouldn't recommend you to buy OnePlus 10 Pro at this time. But if you're in a hurry to buy and you need to choose between OnePlus 10 Pro, iQOO 9 Pro and Xiaomi 12 Pro, then my choice would be iQOO 9 Pro. It's my personal preference based on my personal requirements, but it depends on you. Well, if you have liked this video, then please don't forget to click on the like button, and if you have loved this video, if you want to watch more videos like this, then please subscribe to this channel, share the love, stay tuned.